That music, which is the actual sound of the phone number being punched into your telephone.
415-663-8492.
8492 is to call into the studio to talk to us, and this is Let's Talk, getting to the root causes of the important issues of the day. This on-the-air community forum believes your voice matters and welcomes all thoughts and views without judgment. Please join today's conversation by calling 415-663-8492 or 8317. But, as you know, we are in the midst of our spring pledge drive here at KWMR, in which we are shamelessly courting dollars.
Call in, donate with 663-9050.
663-9050 to make a pledge. The wonderful Susan Santiago is awaiting your call at the phone outside, and we have, actually, to encourage you to call, we have a show goal of $1,000, but amazingly, we have a $500
challenge grant.
There it is. From the Marconi State Historical Park, Marconi Conference Center up in Marshall. Big fans of this show, apparently. They've given us they've pledged a $500 challenge grant. So if we get $500, we will double the money and we will reach our goal. That's Absolutely. How easy that is.
And we've got it up there in little $100 chunks.
In $100 chunks.
Shameless. When I hear shameless, I think of a number of people in the community.
Oh, really? Who would that be?
No.
Name and shame. You've changed. Let's start. Oh, by the way, we will
start this early.
Why did you take that personally?
If people donate to KWMR this hour, I will share with them slanderous gossip. They can call me, and I will give them all the dirt on whoever they like. So we'll name and shame for money. 415-663-9050. We, to donate money. But we also have a show here, don't we?
Oh, we have a show. That's right.
And by the way, my name is Charles Schultz.
Stephen Hurwitz.
And the wonderful Shelley Rugg is not with us today. Sadly, her father passed away happily, peacefully, on Tuesday evening. So he has left his body and is now everywhere, and that's a wonderful thing. So, yes, condolences to Shelley. Sorry about that. It's a trying time. Anyway, but there is a little subject today.
A little subject?
A little subject. Omnipotence.
Did you want to have a theological debate?
Absolute power.
Omnipotence, to be everywhere powerful. And, well, not everywhere, but they have no limit to one's power.
No limit to one's power. But and sort of gradations down from there. So the thought was, somebody mentioned the other day out here in the office, they were saying, "Oh, if I were Queen of West Marin, I'd do it." And I thought, oh, Queen. Well, that's interesting. So let's find out what people would do if they had the power. And it doesn't have to be true omnipotence, though, that you could actually. My favorite example, which I mentioned in the blurb I sent out, was the man who could work miracles, the H.G. Wells story, where in the movie he stops the rotation of the Earth because he can.
There'll always be someone.
And he wanted to stop night from coming because everything had to be done during the day. It was something he had to do during the day, and he didn't want the night to come, so he just sort of went, "Okay, I'll stop the rotation of the Earth."
Pretty frightening, really.
A little frightening. It was a great little story by H.G. Wells. Wonderful.
But you're saying a lower degree of power.
Well, so now
if you were king or queen.
What if you had absolute power over your subjects in West Marin, for example. So we had an email from one of our former co-hosts, Bernie Steffen. He said, what I would do, 1, shut down the global electric grid. That should take care of making global trade, the internet, money, and exploitation limited to a much smaller scale. Local survival, commerce, and self-governance would ensue. 2. Eliminate all forms of virtual being as corporations, even the non-profit kinds. Henceforth, all transactions and projects become human scale at a local level. 3. Replace the Constitution at a national sovereignty scale with the priority for nature and the return to human knowledge of the indigenous skills and beliefs that served our species before. And 4, cancel all laws having to do with private property ownership, and people will again see themselves as part of their watershed and ecosystem.
Well,
There.
Gracious. He sent that by email, I take it.
Yes, that was an
he wants us to be back into the 14th century.
Well, he wants us to return to a simpler time, local power, as they say, as
Yeah,
somebody
indeed,
says.
Indeed.
Local decision-making on local things instead of this overweening need to spread throughout the world and have influence throughout countries everywhere who don't necessarily want our influence.
Well, no, I think that's fair. I mean, I don't want to go to sort of too far down that rabbit hole, but it would require people to be more engaged in their own life. If you want to have self-governance, it's a lot of work. And people don't like it. I mean, people like patriarchy. They like daddy to make decisions for them, and we sit around and talk about our hikes and
As
our
we're
trips.
seeing. So we like to have omnipotent people. We like to have absolute rulers in power.
Right, well, we just got the wrong god, right? I mean, Obama was the right god, Trump is the wrong god, and so there's wailing and gnashing of teeth. But, they just want the right kind of fake news to come back. They want
How about directing, no one will use the word they anymore?
Oh.
The war on pronouns? What is the they? You're going to ban they. That's what you're going to do with your power?
One
will
of the
be no more
things,
they.
I have a list of at least 4.
So this is...
Okay. Oh.
That one I just got.
But so you're saying people reify or they attribute activities to some... group someplace else, and they call
Correct,
it
yes.
they. They are doing this.
That's
They are
right,
doing that, and
that's
they're not
right.
actually identifying.
Yeah, they want daddy to tell
Those
them what
people.
to do.
Oh well, I meant you. Sorry, I could be more specific.
Let's confine it just to the people in this studio.
In the studio, that's right. No, I mean, but you have 4 words. You want they to take a hike, but what else?
Well, I just thought of that as I heard they. No, I think that, first of all, these unintended consequences, when you think about that, it's just too frightening. But if I had power, if I had wish, I think I'd like greater self-awareness throughout my life. I think that
Power over your own
yes,
self-awareness. Yes.
I think I'd like to know more about what's happening around me than I do.
How you mean you think that your senses are limited, or?
I'm not aware. There's all other. I function in ways that, in retrospect, I could have paid more attention to what was happening. I think I was
Happening on a community level, on a family level,
I'm thinking about on a
level?
personal level. Yeah.
So you were acting unconsciously. Is this what you're saying?
Well, yeah. I think. Well, it's a. I'm not totally unconscious.
Well, no.
If Stephen is disappointed,
you're here after all.
But any other thing than personal, and you're starting to, you're affecting all of us, and who knows what could happen? Are we all going to go back in time, and how does that affect me? Have all my children disappeared?
In the 14th century?
Well, no electricity. I mean, just the implications of no electricity.
Yeah, that's sort of mental. I mean, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
so that
it's a thought, though. I mean, and at some point there will be perhaps no electricity. There's always a chance that the grid will collapse or be attacked, or
It's funny that people's fantasies aren't power fantasies anymore. They're more about like catastrophe. They're more about the collapse of things.
because the house of cards that has been built, right?
Yeah, well,
I mean, all this is built on the financial system is built on nothing,
Yeah, right.
and this whole global internet system is built on nodes everywhere that are susceptible to
Well, I just think more of a pessimism that set in, like
sunspots. Apart from anything else, a
Well,
big
you
sunspot.
Right, but you and
Are you
Stephen...
saying we're faith-based?
Well, yeah, of course. But you and Stephen would remember a time where technology was presented always as, offering progress, a new world, which will be more wealth for everyone, more
Flying
quality.
cars.
Exactly.
Well, but that shifted in the 80s, particularly, 3 Mile Island was the end of the 70s, but with Chernobyl and stuff like that, now technology is the enemy and people sort of wish for its collapse, which are both sort of immature, right? It's what do you want to do with the technology, not is technology holy or is it evil?
Well, and certainly we can't do without it. And
I grew up in
Bernie
the
Steffen
50s.
is a self-confessed addict of his iPhone. So
Bernie, call in for plenary indulgences. That's we're selling indulgences
Plenary
this hour. You can be. I will give you some small measure of forgiveness with my omnipotence if you donate to KWMR, and we have a matching grant from Marconi Conference Center in Marshall, $500. If you pony up some loot, they'll match it. 415-663-9050.
9050. Call 415-663-9050. Talk to Susan Santiago.
Yes.
Waiting breathlessly for your call. And we have premiums. We have a wonderful bandana designed by our very own Jaime Crespo. That's for a $30 pledge. Or if Calendar Club members increase their monthly amount by at least $2, you can have the bandana if you like. KWMR socks. This is a new item. They're quite colorful. Where are they? They're blue,
there's a picture right there.
Oh, there.
They are awesome.
Blue, dark blue with
much
light
do I have
blue
to give
cuffs
to keep
and
the
Cyan,
wheels?
would you call that?
toes,
I want
and little radios all over them. Yeah, it's wonderful.
$50, $50 pledge. You can have the
$50
socks.
pledge for the socks.
If you
And
give
want
me
those socks,
if you
I'll
give me
say.
$25 cash, I'll steal a pair from you. But you're going to meet me outside the radio
I'll give you
station.
one.
That's right. I give one. That's right. One sock.
He's willing to commit a crime.
Indeed. And in fact, I'll commit other crimes. If you call in to KWMR and donate, you can name your crime, and within reason, I'll carry it out. If I'm not committing it already, I'll add it to my
This is
list.
probably a crime already.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
inciting criminal activity.
Or offering.
And for a $100 pledge, of course, there is the brand new Eaton FRX1 hand turbine emergency radio. Yes,
I think I got one of those from KQAD a few years ago. So
Oh, I have.
Oh, you donating to KQ?
I have two from this
they're-
very station.
All right.
Different models, though. They're always upgrading them. So
And if
it's
the
wonderful.
sunspot causes the grid to go down, you'll still have your nothing
Well,
beyond the radio.
if you've kept it in an anti-electromagnetic sheath. So
and we have those two for $150. You can get an anti-electromagnetic sheath.
that's not such a bad idea.
Hey, especially if you're traveling and you do not necessarily want the chip in your passport to be broadcasting your whereabouts everywhere,
Oh, I didn't
or
know
your
chip.
Credit card that has chips in it, you can keep it in a little sleeve.
Or your little bridge fast track. They know where you are
At all times.
at all times.
Oh, my goodness. I must be very bored
Yeah, right.
with me.
That's
So I
right.
saw
Paul's
how
in Marshall.
He's
Paul's
in
still
Marshall again.
He's in
cool it would be
Marshall.
if you committed a crime. You could put it in someone else's car, and off it would drive you. Say,
Oh,
I wasn't
man.
there.
We are just crossing
like
the
it.
line here.
Omnipotence. What would you? So who would you kill? Call in 415-663-8492. Who deserves to die? You decide. Give us. What would you do with omnipotence? Queen for a day. Come on,
Charles,
MK. You're gonna give us a call?
You
Nothing?
haven't told us what you would do.
What I would.
Oh, wait.
well.
Let's just get the pledge line in there before he threatens to kill everyone in Richmond. 415-663-9050. Give us a call and pledge some hard-earned bucks to this hard-earning station. What?
Well,
Hard-working station. Earning your respect
I'm working
every
hard.
day.
I would say, what would you do with a lot of power? One of the things that always occurs to me is that so much the kind of petty animosities that we have in life, if there was some kind of catastrophe, going back, I guess, to sort of Bernie, you would see how quickly people would actually get together, cooperate, share meals, help each other out. So if I had lots of power, what I would do is try and get people to rather than living in this mode where, you hold on to all that pettiness, that you actually, people would break through it more often. Be more open. Hide less. We do a lot of hiding.
Well, yeah.
Speak your mind. I mean, people have a lot of trouble calling Let's Talk. They listen, they like it, but they don't call and they don't speak their
And
mind.
if you like it, please pledge.
Yes, please pledge.
Because we have this $500 matching grant. That would double the $500 grant if we can reach that goal. Come on now, people.
If you call 663-9050.
Smile on your brother.
Yeah, well, and then you can give Susan Santiago something obscene for me to read out. I'll read it out. But that costs $75. We have a caller.
We have a
That'll
caller
get you
here.
off the air.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. What's your name, please? And please keep it clean.
It's Amanda, and I certainly will.
Oh, good. I should certainly hope so.
If I had some superpowers
Which you do, of course.
in West Marin right now, I would urge everyone to pledge $10.
Yeah.
Everyone. Because
Everyone.
we would have made our goal on the first day.
Oh, interesting.
So that is what I'm saying, is that if you read the point raised, light today, many hands make for light work, and that is what we're looking for here. I don't want people to feel that their modest contribution is something they should be ashamed of,
Good heavens, no.
because I think they're like, oh, I can't give $100, so I'm not going to give anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I say to that, phooey!
Ooey. $1.
I say,
$4. $3.
yeah, the first pledge was $3. So I'm just saying, that would be, for this particular moment, my wish.
What do you got in your pockets, West Marin? Just come and drop it off at the station. Mia
We've
Johnson.
had people bring, how people save jars of money.
Yeah.
Yes, I have one of
They
those.
just bring them down. It's a pain in the butt, but we do it. It's like it helps the cause. And so I would say to, if you're listening to this, especially if you're listening to this show, and if you're a Calendar Club member, we love you. And even if you can make a $5 additional contribution, that is fantastic. So here, carry on with the pledge drive.
Yay.
Thank you, Amanda.
Talk.
Gail,
Thank
are
you,
you
Amanda.
listening?
All right.
If so, if Gail's listening, I want to tell, increase our Calendar Club.
Yes.
Oh.
Increase the Calendar Club
Increase.
membership by just a few dollars, and you will be you'll be able to get the bandana. And if you donate $50, if you can afford
I want
to
the
donate
socks.
$50,
I
get
really
the
do.
socks.
$50
And
for
let
the
me just
socks.
say, we're talking about disasters right now as we speak. The Chinese space station is overhead.
You mean it could come down on us?
It's the one that is coming down over the weekend, sometime maybe Easter Sunday.
Surely
it will be entering the atmosphere and breaking up.
That's
So
got to be the way Dillman wants to go, though. I mean, you have to say that if it does hit Richard Dillman's house.
I want it to go by space debris.
Yes, come on. That's sure. We have a caller.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. What's your name, please? And please keep it clean.
Oh, I'm calling to support my daughter.
Oh,
You don't sound anything like her.
I'll up my Calendar Club by $10.
fabulous.
Hooray.
Well, so call the 9050 number and talk to Susan, and she will
Okay,
handle
I'll
that
do
whole
that.
thing.
I wouldn't kill anybody.
You wouldn't?
Come on,
No,
I mean,
but
not
what would you
anybody.
do?
Nobody.
Well, maybe Charles, but
Oh,
Why me?
oh, Charles, you're so darling.
Hoist on my own petard.
On your own petard.
Yeah, well, I suggested that people use their omnipotence to kill, and I was the first victim. So.
there you are.
Petards are so conveniently located everywhere.
Yes, well.
Okay, I'll call the other number.
Thank
Oh,
you,
oh,
MK.
Thank you, MK.
In there. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. But she didn't tell. She wouldn't kill. Well, she'd kill me. There you go. And,
Well, that's
and
good.
The only woman who ever has said that. To me.
Maybe omnipotence. Maybe if I were omnipotent, I would say stop killing everybody. Let people die a natural death.
Yeah. We could do that, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really seem to affect our lives in West Marin. What if you were king of West Marin? What would you
Well, as you know,
Raphaelia.
Raphaelia. I have actually thought about this, not of the entire West Marin, but of the Marshall area of West Marin, the east shore of West Marin of Tamales Bay. Turning it into a kingdom, and I would be absolute ruler until I did something that everyone in my kingdom did not like, and then they could kill me,
Oh, I see.
and someone else would be chosen. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name, please?
This is Sally.
Sally. Oh.
Charles, you have to. Your job for the next few months is to go to the Jackie Gleason imitation school where you learn to say.
One of these days, Sally.
One of these days. So I want to be omnipotent so that I can. Oh boy, all those men and women who are real greedy power mongers and subjugate people and animals to torture and death, I would invert their... Oh, I might lose you here, sorry. I would invert their personality so that they love everything and take care of all animals and people.
Oh, well, that's very nice.
Yeah.
But then there'd be too many animals and people, wouldn't there?
No, it just wouldn't be torture.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Because I'm not saying that natural things that are...
Nope. Breaking up a little bit, Sally.
Oh.
Are you there?
We lost you.
Everything's
going
been
through
so
a tunnel.
kind today.
But I would say, I mean, think about. Well, Paul, you
Kind.
wrote about this topic, which is what is it that gets people to be so avaricious, so desirous of power and money, and all those things that Sally was saying. Well, if we didn't have those obsessions, we that wouldn't we all be better off?
Life would be better for everybody, but it's in our DNA, I'm guessing, isn't it? I mean, acquisitiveness, where ever since there's been the idea of private property, going back to Bernie Stephan, you do away with the concept of private property, and then suddenly nothing is yours. You can't have more of everything.
I don't. The private property doesn't necessarily bother me, but you'd say that. I mean, just observing. Well, we are all tropical primates, but you make reference to the dynamics between different kinds of ape societies and how they interact, and their versions that are these hyper aggressive males dominate, and their versions in which you don't have that kind of that kind of behavior.
The rule of the alpha mask male.
Yeah. Alpha. Explain it's one of my favorite concepts that you came up with. What is the alpha mask? Because it really describes a lot of human behavior. I mean, it's somebody who's trying to be something they're not.
Yeah, see, it's basically mostly men we talk about in the book. Seduction Redefined, available at all books.
Well, that could be a pledge item. How much do you have to donate for a copy of Seduction Redefined?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you can have my copy.
$20.
$20, you get a copy of Seduction Redefined, 415-663-9050. Sorry, Paul, what were you going to say?
Alpha mask male, yes, he's we think of these powerful, aggressive men as alphas of our species, but actually most of them are not alphas. They're mostly betas, just like us, but they've been given this schooling, or they've inherited this acquisitiveness that must benefit them at all costs. I think we can see where we're going with this in our government. But it's they're the ones who are doing all the damage. They're the ones who are fighting the wars, or making wars.
Or the CEOs of corporations, or or just kind of people who don't have any and they would deny that it even exists, which is no altruistic sort of aspect. They don't ever do something which is intended for the benefit of somebody else.
Terribly self-absorbed and narcissistic and self-centered, and no empathy, lack of empathy, and
we would change that.
I would like to bring back empathy.
I feel you.
Re-empathize everybody.
415-663-8492. Mine would hope that the people who are hiding and don't want to express themselves will be more expressive and say what they really think. It's okay. You can call us.
Call in. 415-663-8492. And, of course, please call in and pledge whatever you can afford. It doesn't have to be, as Amanda was saying, it doesn't have to be $100. It can be $5, $10, $3, whatever it is. Every little drop in the bucket fills the bucket at some point. A lesson that you learn when you're living on spring water.
Yeah.
And that dripping tap over a faucet dripping for 24 hours will drain your tank. That's how that works.
Hey.
But we can fill.
So give us a drip, I guess is what you're saying.
Whatever you can afford.
It's
Please.
like you drain my tank.
Support this station, wonderful station that we have here with all these marvelous people.
When I was on the radio
Yeah.
at WCBN, which is the college radio in Ann Arbor, their pledge drive is called Water the Camel. It's time to water the camel. It just doesn't need water all the time, but, sometimes that camel's got to go to
Twice
the oasis.
a year.
Yeah, fill up.
Twice a year, you got to fill that hump.
That's right. Oh, and
By the way, the Chinese space station is now over Honduras, so we dodged that bullet. Okay.
So if you were omnipotent, one thing I would do is I'd get some pizza down here, frankly, for this pledge drive. The pastries are nice, but nothing like delicious, nutritious pizza.
If you were omnipotent, you could just arrange that the pizza would be here.
I asked me to
I think that's a terrible power to have, being omnipotent.
The pizza power? The pizza power would be fabulous. What are you
Just to
talking about?
know the future.
know the future. No, you're making the future. Yes,
see.
exactly. I mean, that's omniscience.
Omniscience. I see.
Omniscience, yeah, sure, I suppose.
Caller, hi, you're on the air. What's your name, please?
It's Coretta, Charles' favorite person at the moment.
I can't
Coretta.
believe that you called in. No, I have to set the scene here a little bit. I had one small glass of Chablis yesterday. And I came down to the radio station thinking maybe there'd be some pizza, and it said these leafy things everywhere, which I remarked upon, and then Coretta said, oh, by the way, I
I'm going
made
to
that.
bring them back just for you, Charles. Pizza.
This is my childhood all over again. I can't leave the station until I've eaten my greens. So what would you do, Coretta, if you were queen for a day, other than make me eat my greens?
Well, that's a good solution, but I would recommend that everyone that is voting in this country do community service.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like
Some
community
type
service.
of community service and on a regular basis.
I mean, there are definitely opportunities out there. I've built raised beds on 3 occasions for the Rotary Club West Marin. It's always a lot of fun. You're always doing it for, a good cause, Stockstill House or Walnut Place. So there are plenty of opportunities to volunteer out here. West Marin Senior Services, I'm sure, can use volunteers.
Sure.
Tons. And, you meet new people. You meet people that you don't even know in all different walks of life. You get to know people that maybe you don't necessarily want to associate with, but you have common ground, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're not referencing our conflict last night, are you?
And the gift is for the giver.
I would never do that, Charles.
No,
The gift, yes. Say that again.
The gift is for the giver.
The gift is for the giver. The giving is the getting,
Yeah,
as
well,
Donna would say.
Also, it's for the receiver as well, because the receiver receives the gift
Yes.
of giving.
People do enjoy giving, though. I think that's I think people fundamentally enjoy that process.
Well, so to enjoy yourselves, call 415-663-9050 right now and talk to the lovely Susan Santiago, who will gladly take any money that you happen to have in your pocket to fill the bucket of this wonderful station.
And it's not only just money. Remember, it's time. You can donate time. You can listen to
Exactly.
us and call in your opinion, like I'm doing. I
Yes.
certainly have a lot to say, as everyone knows, and so does Charles, and so does Paul, and it goes on. But you can also donate objects. There are certain things that the radio station needs. There's time that they need. They need volunteers in every kinds of thing. So that's only one part of community service. There's, as Charles was saying, build raised beds, help at the school. Mm-hmm. You get to know a lot about your community when you participate.
Yeah, Dan's Palace always has volunteers to clean up the property and paint and things like that once a year. I mean, so if you want to do it, it's out there. And it's been fabulous for me. I mean, I met so many people in West Marin I never would have come across in a million years. And some of them throw great parties. You know who you are on Cyprus.
They provide lots of great booze.
Oh, you're not kidding.
And some of them make the booze, too.
Oh, really? I hadn't
Indeed.
heard that.
And you're absolutely right. You need to force yourself to encounter people that are different from you because you get really dull otherwise.
Join your village association. We're
We
both
have a meeting
in the
tonight.
ESPG. I shall not be at the meeting, I'm guessing, because I'll probably be moving stuff around.
And I'm volunteering to help Paul move. So there you go. You can volunteer.
There you go.
He's just trying to get rid of me.
We're all showing up at his place with torches to help him move.
Torches for torture.
Exactly. Oh, man.
Well, thank you, Creta. I have to...
talking.
Absolutely. Take care,
Thanks
Creta.
for calling, Creta.
Oh, thank you for being forgiving.
And let's see. This is KWMR 90.5 in Point Reyes Station, 89.9 Bolinas, 92.3 San Geronimo Valley. KWMR's Calendar Club membership is a monthly recurring charge of your choice, charged to your debit or credit card. It affords you, the member, an easy way of contributing to KWMR, and it provides the radio station with a reliable cash flow. Pledge Drive Week is the perfect week to join the Calendar Club or to increase your current monthly Calendar Club membership amount, because we have volunteers here at the station from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. waiting at the phones to set up or adjust your membership. And your yearly amount will go toward the Pledge Drive total, so it's win-win for all.
We got a caller, man. Come on.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Let me... caller, hang on. I'm just doing some business here. And your yearly amount is win-win for all. We have a goal of gaining 20 new Calendar Club and 20 increased members during our Spring Pledge Drive. We hope to count you in. You can join today through our secure website, kwmr.org. You can call the pledge line at 415-663-9050. That's 415-663-9050. Please do call, even as I am doing this. Point Reyes Books local programming is provided by Point Reyes Books, offering a wide selection of books, magazines, greeting cards, and author events. Books can be ordered in-store as well as online at ptreyesbooks.com. That's ptreyesbooks.com. And Whistle Stop is also one of our supporters, providing support and transportation services for older adults and people living with disabilities in Marin County. Whistle Stop's Active Aging Center provides meals, classes, multicultural gatherings, information, and referral services. Online at whistlestop.org. And caller, you are on the air. What's your name, please? Hello?
Hi, it's Susan. Can you hear me?
Oh, Susan.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Actually, that's Carrie Livingston who's answering the phone now.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're gone. The lovely Carrie Livingston.
Yes, the lovely Carrie Livingston. I did want to comment on your discussion about omnipotence. And now, I'd like to say that I think people who are really into being rulers, power-hungry, omnipotent, are usually... In most cases, men, overcompensating for some maybe deep wounding as a child, and
caused by a woman.
I think it had to wounding a father. Who,
Yeah.
What about bad mothers? I'm sticking up for bad mothers here. They have a right to exist too.
I think I agree with you, Charles. I agree. I'm just thinking of some current ones. It just seems like the father was always also had been wounded, and it just continued through generation
Down through generation.
Overcompensation.
And let's not forget the American habit of circumcising old boys. There's a wounding that happens without their consent suddenly. Anyway, that's a show we've done.
Yes, we have. We got a lot of callers for that. That was
that's true. The wounding that carries on down generations. Yes, abuse and.
Yeah. On the father-mother story, I have a story of my own. This is really personal, by the way. My first wife had a very severe and violent father, and a lot of things were translated into that from that experience. So when I got together with Gail, I said, "How's your father? How's your relationship with the father?" He says, "Oh, I love my father. It's great." It's the mother. I should have asked, "How are your parents?" Wrong question.
Wow.
Well,
I think we can expect a call from Gail.
Gail,
are you listening?
Well, I think it's the whole alpha male wannabe. Most alpha males, I would think, would have the intelligence, or if they're true alpha males in leadership, that the power, their motives are very different from alpha male wannabe.
Yeah, the male mask thing, the alpha mask thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think it affects certainly my generation, younger of women. I have a friend who is ex-girlfriend who's a corporate lawyer in San Francisco. I wouldn't touch a corporation with a barge pole. I mean, whatever. But for her, that was how she was going to get a sense of accomplishment by sort of climbing the corporate ladder. And and it's unfortunate because I don't think it suits anybody really, except for jerks.
Well, really, do you really think ego really does suit anybody? Overcompensation to that?
Well, I mean, I think there's a role for like leadership, certainly, but just all those the dehumanizing quality of institutional life, being in a corporation, being in almost any institution, I think is sort of robs you of your dignity to some extent. But I would say it's not just a male thing anymore. Like I said, I see these young women who do it, and it clearly. Having a sort of cognitive dissonance about I have to do this, I need to be the corporate person who makes lots of money, and at the same time, you can tell, wow, that's pretty shabby work, and you don't seem to be very happy, and blah 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 blah.
That's a good point, Charles. And also, there's the fact that we are an individualist culture, whereas the Asians are more a collective culture, and I think there's more humility, although. They, of course, have their own dictators in Asia, too. Mm-hmm. Big time.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah, who knows? Thank
you.
Well, thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Susan.
And thank you, Stephen.
Hey.
Charles. Oh, great show.
Thank you.
And we need your money. I need your money personally. You can meet me outside the station here in just about 21 minutes and give it to me in cash.
Yes, please do call 415-663-9050. Thank you to MK for your valuable contribution. And we need more contributions. The station, not us three in this studio, but the station itself.
Those socks.
We do not take a cut of anything.
You could frame those socks.
I should be paid.
I wouldn't wear them. I would just frame them.
Frame the socks?
They are so nice. Yeah.
$50, cool socks, dark blue with cyan. Would you call that blue?
Cyan, yes. The dark blue.
The light blue would be the cyan blue, wouldn't it?
Would it? No, dark, I think.
No, light. If you can tell us the difference, is cyan blue a light blue or a dark blue? Please call in.
It's a Turk for me.
That's not turquoise. What's are you colorblind? Both of you are colorblind, aren't you?
For a $50 pledge, there's a wonderful pair of socks. Very colorful they are, many colors. And of course,
socks.
That's for a $50 pledge, and for a $30 pledge or increasing your monthly calendar club, you can get the bandana, which is lovely. Sort of black and white, wonderful artwork by Jaime Crespo.
What's with those underwear up there?
I don't know what the boxer shorts are. They must be from...
Yeah,
Last year.
But framing socks.
Framing socks and of course the emergency radio for a $100 pledge. Please pledge now, pledge often, pledge as much as you can.
Should we just go down a list of everybody we know and shame them on air for not having?
Exactly.
I'd like to start with that. John and Keena Sullivan, where are you today? Why didn't you call 663-9050? I know where you live. No, I mean people listening. I mean, make some contributions. Would be nice. Or call us and tell you what you would do if you were king or queen for a day. 663-8492.
As we all are.
Queen for a Day. Who watched that program, Queen for a Day?
Well, I'm thinking of Huey Long, but every man a king, but no one wears a crown. Sort of 30s politics, not a big topic here. 20s and 30s politics.
It's a 50s program, Queen for a Day.
Queen for a Day.
Really? And what did they want to do? It's mostly about...
it was more like what they lavished on her as
getting your laundry done for you.
All the products that she got.
Oh,
just one big product placement.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it was about money?
No. Television and money? No. Actually, I was visited by a friend who's a professor... two friends, both professors actually, one at the Art Institute in San Francisco, the other at the University of Hawaii. And he was, we were sort of talking about, the development of film in terms of communicating, who's in charge. And the Nazis were big on film, and, the leader doesn't have to be in every town. You can just send a film and everybody watches it. The thing is, like in a commercial a society like ours, which is obsessed by marketing, things like that, we have this sort of same weird relationship to those projected images, but now it's just like, that bar of soap is so amazing, or whatever it is. We've replaced political ideology with Queen for a Day. Look at those shoes.
Well, aren't we getting product placement now from our current administration with wearing the clothes from Ivanka's clothing line?
Oh, yeah. Trump
We've been
stakes.
evaded.
Good heavens. Who is this?
Pot me up now.
Pot
I'm
me up,
omnipotent.
Barbara.
I demand to be potted up. I'm Sally Phillips. I drove all the way over here
It
to
has been done.
reprimand Charles. No. No.
Again, I
not
like
really, but to entreat people to call
call.
415-663-9050. This is a wonderful show. So many interesting things, discussions, and so many digressions come up. They're also diverting, all of it, and then wonderful callers. So if you've availed yourself by calling in to banter with Charles and hoist him on his own
Guitar. We hate to bring that up.
Guitar. Hoist it on my own guitar.
or
Just pick on him.
commiserate
Call him
with
and pick on him.
Stephen, or just to hear Paul's accent.
Oh, Paul, on your answering machine, can we do that? Paul Orfel will do your answering machine message for a contribution.
Yes, that would probably be a very viable thank you gift. But really, the thank you gift is KWMR and this
Yes.
show. 415-663-9050. Notice how I don't say that number too quickly.
9050.
I always look at...
I'm getting a look. I've gotten several looks.
I just drove all the way over here to say that. Now I'm going to go back to my home in
Wherever that
Palm
is.
Springs.
Palm Springs.
Thank
or a
you, Sally
helicopter. You
Phillips.
can hear the helicopter outside.
Perfect time to be there.
Is it a perfect time to be in Palm Springs?
yeah.
Pretty nice in Point Reyes today.
Before the summer, yeah.
I've been pretty
I
fabulous
think,
here.
yeah, West Marin today. Wow.
Yeah,
Yes, please do call in. 415-663-9050. We need, this station needs a lot more money, and it can be in small chunks, little tiny chunks. It can be in big chunks. Write a check for $20,000.
Indeed.
What the heck? Then
So,
we won't have
last
to listen to
week-
us doing this.
Last week, someone called out to me and said, "Great show."
Yeah.
All right? You know who you are.
Exactly.
So I want the socks.
I want
It's
this-
not that you have to call now, but it would be wonderful if you did, because then we get we get some. There's a little contest goes on between the programs here that I made this and I made that.
So
And
you know who you are.
So please call now. Show your appreciation for us blathering away in the studio here, and for our wonderful callers who call in, and all those listeners. Yes,
I'm
as
gonna buy
Stephen
the
says,
socks if he
you
will.
know who you are.
If he will, I'm buying the socks.
a matching socks
That
challenge
makes
here.
it 4. The money goes 4 ways.
Stephen is going to buy the socks if you buy the socks. $50
That's right.
pledge. And if we meet the first part of our challenge grant from Marconi Conference Center, they put up $500 to match. If we can get $500 in donations.
Your money is worth 4 times. You know who you are.
Oh, I like
Buy
it.
the socks. I want them.
Name and
In
shame.
5 minutes, we'll be naming names.
Exactly. Look, I got a lot of gossip that I can't really share with people, certainly not on the air, but I will sit and have a lunch with anybody for an hour, you're buying, naturally, and tell you all of the
Watch
gossip
out
in
with this
West
guy.
Marin. Yeah.
When you're buying lunch, I'll
Who's
tell you.
in the closet? I can tell you. What STD is going around popularly? I can tell you that too. But I can't do it unless you pledge.
If I were omnipotent, I would do away with STD. Thank you very much.
idea.
It's a wonderful thing for humanity. I know, yes, I know.
People, come on, get a grip here. Not listeners, but hosts. We have a challenge grant. This is a honkin' challenge
It
grant.
is a honkin'
This is
challenge
no
grant.
small feat. We have
From
to
Marconi.
make this. If we lose this $500 challenge grant, well, all these
We
hosts,
shall
these
be
3
flogged.
male hosts, have to skulk out of here in ignominy.
Well,
Ooh.
do that anyway. So
Well, but with even greater.
worse.
I'll go farther. You can join with others. If we get $50 in the next, what do we have? 15 minutes, I'll buy the socks. Your money's going to be worth
Double. You
4
buy the-
times because there's the challenge grant.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4 times.
So it'll be matched by Marconi and matched by Stephen Hurwitz.
That's right.
A $500 challenge grant
$500 challenge
from
grant.
Marconi State Historical
Fantastic.
Park. This is unprecedented, and other people have pledged just purely for this show. And so get on board with that if you're listening.
That's a
and if
huge
you've ever called
whopping
in,
challenge grant. That's that makes $1,000. If we meet
Right.
the 500, we get 1,000. That's how that works.
415-663-9050. And in addition, Carrie Livingston is sitting out there idle, and we know what happens when Carrie sits idle.
Well, I should say
Just
a lot
all
of people,
hell breaks loose out there.
and a lot of people in this community very afraid of Carrie Livingston. She can be rough. She can abusive is a word I've heard thrown around, but she really is very nice in person and very nice on the phone. So don't be afraid just because Carrie is.
I want the socks. Help me out. I want
Go
those
get the
socks.
socks right now.
Socks will be available in April. There are also Liberace T-shirts for a $50 pledge in men's and women's, all sizes, black with silver.
Oh, gracious.
Silver writing. I'm wearing
Hello.
one right now.
There
My
it
dear
is.
friend Liberace gave it to me.
That's so
People
nice
who
of her.
called 415-663-9050, they got this shirt, and you can get one. It says Liberace sends you love from KWMR. Show your love.
I didn't want to
show.
say this, but calling in is, it's a vote for the show.
It's a vote for the show, exactly.
Yes, it is. Are you
And,
listening?
It's okay to say that, Stephen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the show. It's the
thought it
platform.
was
How
shit.
do we get this show?
I didn't want to say it because
we're
it makes me
KWMR.
vulnerable.
Vulnerable, we might be thrown off the air.
But that makes you a secure, non-masking alpha male to show your vulnerability.
Never considered myself alpha male.
Well, don't.
Well, don't start now.
Yeah, exactly.
415-663-9050. If you call, then you give these guys a script. See, then they have to say your name, so it gives them a little structure.
It'll be as if you're on the air. It would be as if you had called into the studio and we can name your name.
I guess that's my omnipotent wish, is that we will make our goal of $40,000. We're over halfway there, but we're in day 7 of 10, so we're past the halfway mark. So
Yeah.
and
Excellent.
even I can do that math.
Okay. Well, no, and actually, what Sally won't tell you is there is a kind of Hunger Games thing for the show. If we don't raise this money, it's it for us.
Yeah, we have to have a duel with each other.
That's
It's
right.
a
No, we
three-way-
got to take on those goons from the show before us. And let me tell you, Carrie Livingston is a tough cookie. We're in danger here, folks. 415-663-9050. Please call.
Please call. We don't want to be whipped on the way out.
Well,
of the studio.
I mean,
You're
maybe
calling
a
someone
little.
else. Yeah, you're not going to be exposed on this show.
That's right.
We're not going to make you call here.
Well, but I mean, if you're out there listening, you can call in 663-8492 and tell us what you do if you're king or queen for a day. And we could also use some bucks. Challenge Grant, Marconi, they're putting some money up.
415-663-9050. 9050.
Look, if you don't, Sally Phillips can have my legs
it a call.
broke. Okay,
She'll do it. too.
she'll do it. We need this money. I really need this money.
The station is, what's happening on the broader scale with the national government. They are looking to defund anything that has any kind of public funding, and the funding from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and other places that support little community stations like this is in danger of going away. So we are more dependent than ever on our listeners and our members. So please, we beg you, please.
And also, Amanda Eichstadt has an out-of-control gambling problem, and if we don't get this money, she's going to be in a lot of trouble.
415-663-9050. Please call. Talk to Carrie Livingston. She's a lovely person, and she will take all your particulars, and we shall make our goal. That's all it needs. Just a $450 check would do it.
I'm going for the socks.
Stephen Burrows will buy a
he's
pair of
doing the
socks.
socks.
He
They're
should wear
frameable.
socks.
Those socks are,
Frameable.
yeah.
Collector socks.
That's what I look for in socks.
That's right. How would it look next to my couch? So he will buy a pair of socks for $50 if you buy a pair of socks for $50.
Or we get $50 more.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
that's right.
I'm making it
Okay.
easier.
I will.
Making it easier.
Go for it. Do it.
He will. Wait. Don't know what that means. Okay. And
I'm
Technical
saying
difficulties.
it
No,
can
no,
be
no,
$10 increments.
it says
Or
label
$5.
me. I don't know what that means.
Label me? Gracious. We have strange objects here. Oh, I always forget his name. Who's the guy with the gray beard at the Palace Market? He wants to listen to the show. He can't. He's working all the time. He wanted you to play Tom Petty, It's Good to Be the King, or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Probably not doable now.
No, I don't have the music. I didn't get any extra music.
Extra. Yeah, well, 663-9050, 9050.
Yeah, don't call to talk to us, 8492. Call the 663-9050 and talk to Kerry Livingston.
No.
Maybe we'll have a moment of silence.
Joyously relieve you of some money.
We have an update here. What is going on, Stephen Hurwitz?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do here?
Hand it over. Hand it to...
Liberace. Wonderful. Liberace actually made a pledge.
Gracious.
How lovely of her.
Strange.
Where is she? And she's in Palm Springs.
No, I thought she was in Gstaad.
No, not at this time of year.
So, and
that means that we have just met the first $100 of our challenge grant from Marconi, from Marconi Conference Center. Wonderful people there who are bringing back the conference center. They're going to do all kinds of wonderful things up there in Marshall. So we have $850 to go for our show goal. So please come now. We know you're listening out there. We know
Could be
that you love us.
$750.
We know that you really love this show, even if you don't call in and talk to us. We know that you're listening because we know the looks we get as we walk down the street.
You get, maybe. No. And, well, we have a matching socks.
A matching?
Matching socks. And then for Marconi, they'll match another $400.
For a pittance.
So if you put some money up, we'll get some more money from Marconi.
It doubles the money from Marconi.
How many minutes do we have left?
We have just 4 minutes before we got air.
In
3
the
and a
next
half.
4 minutes, I'll buy the sock for a donation of $15.
$15. He will put up 50.
It's on sale.
But you don't get. But you're keeping the socks.
I'm going to buy the socks.
He's going to buy the socks.
I just need that.
I think what you're saying is you're going to buy the socks anyway.
No, he's
not a hard bargain.
Why they're not giving you? Shouldn't say that.
We're not going to let him have the socks.
$15, and I buy the socks. That's a $50 donation I'm going to be making.
Wow. There you go.
So 663-9050.
Call in.
You know who you
donate
are.
Online.
You said great show.
Pledges. Yes, great show.
The great show person. I get lots of people who stop me and say they listen.
On the other hand, if you can't do it right now, anytime we'll do it. Or you can go online and do it. Go online to KWMR.org, hit the donate button, do it from there if you prefer, and do it any time of the day or night. You can call in up until 10 p.m. every day until the end of the drive, but any time, 24 hours a day on KWMR.org, you can donate, and you can always say, somewhere I think, you can say, "Oh, we love Let's Talk. It's a great show."
Exactly.
You have to do it in that voice, though. Otherwise, it doesn't count.
Where does that voice come from?
Is that sort of vaguely East End? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is that sort of your...
No, it's North London, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
North.
No.
Yeah.
Thames Estuary, I think they call it.
No, that's down there.
So what's the difference?
Essex.
We were going to do all voices. Could I have, say, Devonian farmer? I may have wandered onto his land.
Get off my land.
This is great. What else? Do you do Scouse? Do you do Liverpool accent?
Well, I could do Liverpool because, it's like we had a lot of practice.
6 minutes left.
6 minutes left. Call
Get me
415.
those socks. I want
not even
them.
6 minutes. 3 minutes.
3
Come
minutes.
on.
I reduced to $15.
415-663-9050. 663-9050. Please call and pledge before we leave the studio. Coming up next is Commonweal Conversations, which is a pre-recorded show. So you can do it anytime during that show. Anytime you want to donate to the station is fine with us, but we would be very, very happy if we made our goal in the next 2 minutes.
We have 2 minutes to go.
$850 to go.
I'm dropping it to $10.
2 minutes. Please, somebody go. We just want proof of life. Is anyone alive?
Reverse haggling.
So if just to prove that there's somebody alive out there, do give us a call.
Show how desperate I am.
663-9050 and say, "We love Let's Talk." or we hate Let's Talk.
Oh, I like
but
that.
We love the radio station, and we want it to continue, but could you get rid of these guys?
That's fine. Yeah, no.
what-
I mean, 6 years really is long enough as far as I'm concerned. How about you've been doing this for, 20 years, Paul?
Oh, no, I've been doing this this show's only been on for...
But I mean, just in general.
2.5
on the,
years.
well, no, that's right. You didn't. You were off the air for a long time.
Yeah, I didn't have a show for many years after the first one when we were still over in the what used to be the Red Barn.
415-663-9050.
Stephen Hurwitz will buy those socks for a sandwich. Bring him a sandwich.
I'm desperate for the socks.
It's anything at all.
Please make him buy the socks.
Did I say anything?
He
at
needs
all?
socks
I
too.
said
His feet
$5.
stink. I can smell them from here.
$5.
$5.
$5 is a. I'll get the socks.
There's a danger of self-harm here, folks. What do you want to happen to Stephen Hurwitz? And actually, if it's something negative, we can help you make that happen, too. 663-9050.
We're going to have to run the gauntlet if we don't make our pledge goal.
okay.
Yes, they're already lining up out there with switches and torches and chains.
And if you find that kinky and wonderful, we can make a video, and that'll be $75 for that video.
$75
like the show-
pledge, you get the video
If
of
you
our
like the
whipping.
show, call in.
Yes.
If you like the show, call in.
Or you can call in later.
663-9050, please. What time is it? Your head's in the way.
We got 1 minute. It's
1
1 minute
minute
to the
to
top of the hour.
I'm going
Well-
down to $1.
Down to $1. Stephen
down
Hurwitz will
to
donate
$1.
$50 if somebody has $1.
I'll tell you what.
Just give Stephen a smile, and he'll buy
I'll
the...
give you 10 minutes if you call in 10 minutes after the show and you say, I like Let's Talk. I want Stephen to get those
This
songs.
is a powerful incentive
I'll give you
for people
10 more minutes.
to donate.
Just mention my name.
Anyway, we gotta go. Okay. Well, thank you to everyone who was listening, everyone who donated. Oh, there's a call. It's too late for the
We can so do that.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. What's your name, please? Hello.
Okay, it's Kreta. I'll help Stephen out, okay?
$1.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you,
How
Kratos.
much?
Thank you, Credo.
Wait a second. $1?
Bye.
I think you're easy. Let's face it. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for listening to us drabble on. And Stephen says, thank you for the socks. This was Let's Talk. KWMR does not take a stand.